Mr. Higgins here, and I am going to show you how to get A's and B's on quizzes. So we are here in the middle school Spanish class, and we're going to scroll on down to a lesson. And remember, each of these lessons, most of them are multiple pages. Um, so when you click on 3 here and this little window pops up, be sure that you read all the content on the page, study it closely, and then use the next button at the bottom of the page to go to the next page. Um, and you'll notice when you click the next button, you will see that it goes to the second page in part 3. But you'll notice here, if you just went from 3 to 4, you would have missed the second page in here. So you need to be careful with that. So how to get A's and B's on quizzes. So let's go into 1.04 here, and you will notice that each lesson is divided into 3 parts: lesson, practice, and assessment. So the assessment part here is referring to what you turn into me and what I grade. So the voice assignments, the vocabulary quizzes, the practice, the writing activities, etc. And you'll see that when you go into 1.04, there are several pages within 1.04. One part is lessons, and then practice, and then assessments. You'll see that if we go into 1.05, you will see the same thing: lesson, practice, assessment. So we want to get A's and B's on these quizzes. So what you want to do, for example, in this lesson 1.04, is you want to go through the lesson, study very closely, do the exercises, make flashcards when you come to new vocabulary, and so on. And then you come to this page, which you'll notice is practice. So you want to spend some time back here learning this content, making flashcards, and making sure that you've mastered it. And then when you come to the practice part, you'll see there's a work file. And what you want to do is open up the work file, print it out. If you can't print it out, that's okay. You can use a piece of paper, and you can write your answers down on a piece of paper. But what you want to do is you want to go through the work file to see how much of the information you have mastered. So you'll see here in this work file, and you'll want to read the sentences and fill in the blanks with what you think should be in there. Again, if you don't have a printer, maybe you can save paper and just use a piece of scrap paper or something, and write down the numbers 1 through 5, and then next to each number write down the answer that you think should go in here. Then when you're done, you can come back to here and check your answers. And here it'll give you the answers. If you got any of the answers wrong, see if you know why you got them wrong. If you've got a lot of them wrong, then this probably means that you need to go back to the instruction page, into the lesson part, and maybe review the lesson again and see where you might have missed some information. So you want to go through, recheck stuff, make sure you understand all the concepts, and then come back here and try the work file again. Now, don't try and remember the answers from last time. You want to throw away the piece of paper that you used, and because you're trying to see if you really know this information. And so you open up the work file, answer the questions again, and then check your answers again. As soon as you get most or all of them right, I would say keep working on it until you get all of them right, but we're busy folks and we have to move on to the next class. So if you get most or all of them right, then you're ready for the assessment. And on the assessment page, it's simply telling you to go do one of the assignments. So the 1.04 voice activity and the 1.04 quiz. So that's when you would close this down and come down here and do the voice activity and then do the quiz. So for each lesson, you want to be sure that, let's go into 1.5 for example, in the practice area. You want to be sure that you always do the work file. All right, this is the work file for 1.5. You see this quite a bit in here. So you want to do the work file, check your answers, click here so you can check your answers. And if you get many wrong, or you get a lot wrong, then you're going to get a lot wrong when you come down here to do a quiz that's graded. Restudy the lesson and then try the work file again until you can get most or all of them right. Then you come here and do one of the assignments. If you study in this fashion, you'll get A's and B's on quizzes. Good luck.